Hello and welcome to Basement Builders and our project management software portal, Buildertrend. Just wanted to take a few minutes to show you the tabs to become familiar with how to navigate once you actually open up the account and set up a account username and password. And when you actually log in, the first thing you're going to see is some notifications, action items, and communication on the left. And then also some tabs up top, not to be ignored here. We're going to talk about a few of these. On your cell phone, as far as notifications, you'll want to go to notifications and then Buildertrend and then turn on those notifications so that you will get text message alerts to respond via messages, whether it's change orders or emails directly through the portal. I'm going to start with actually working through the top area. As far as the project management end of it, you're going to able to see a drop down of the actual schedule, and there is one item as far as the start date, I believe is June 1st. As far as some selections do, that's where you're going to see the actual schedule from start to finish. If we go back to the project management tab, also going to have change orders and selections. You go to change orders. If you would like to add anything, you can actually send through the system as far as you'd like to add one light, project description, and then submit that to us. If you actually request a change order and then we actually initiate it, that will show up here as far as the approval process. And then selections. So selections you're actually going to find to be the most used, that and then the communication tools. So as an example, under a 36-inch vanity top, we have an example listed. This actual model, I'm not sure if still exists in the store from Home Depot, but if you click on that, you're able to see a description of what we're looking for. You can actually choose anything that you would like within the allowance amount, otherwise it'd be a change order. But if we go backwards, is create new choice. If you click on here, vanity, I'm just going to put an example, 3005 from Home Depot. You're able to actually add the information in a product link, which is very helpful. Just copy and paste a link. That way on our end we can view that, you as well, and then all said and done you will have to approve that choice. Okay? We'll actually just save that. And then that's where it shows pending price to be determined vanity from Home Depot. Okay, so then we're going to go back. Selection, bathroom wall color. And just by chance, if you wanted to just choose this crushed ice, we're always looking for you to approve, confirm, sign off, and approve. So all of the selections have their deadlines as well, so be very mindful of that. We're going to go back to project management. As far as if there's any tasks for you to do, these will be listed under here. Okay, the next one would be documents, and we're going to send you a contract, the supplement, the proposal, and then a floor plan. All these will have to be signed off on. So here's an example, is clicking on the actual, this is just a fireplace detail, and you just on the upper right there's a sign off button, and right down here just enter your name, click done, and then finish. And then your name and date will be all set. And it's applied, so we'll X out of that. Messaging is the most important part. So project management we use, files we use, messaging we use, financial, I'm going to click on it. We do not do any final financing or payments through Buildertrend at all. That would be through QuickBooks. Okay, through messages, here actually is an incoming message that we usually send to you. Welcome to Buildertrend. Please take the time to review the site, become familiar with the project management drop-downs and selections. And then you could reply to that with the body of the text and then send. Very much like regular email in any type of platform, Outlook or Apple's email. You can compose a message, send it to internal users would be actually, so Dave and Quinn. And then subject is selections, body, I could use some assistance. And then send that off, okay? So relying on the messages constantly, and these will build up over time, and then we can always have a reference point of what was sent. You can send an attachment to subject, body, and then down here add an attachment of whatever you'd like, as far as a picture, document, what have you. Okay, and then change orders we talked about, and the rest of this really not going to be too active with using these. Really, under project management, you're looking at schedule, tasks, change orders, and selections. Files, documents, again, you're going to have a proposal. I'm not sure if there's one in here. There would be one in here, and you'd have to approve that just like we did on that demo. The comment button is specifically, typically for when you add a selection and you have a comment about that. You can also send a comment, which is pretty much like a message. It's not tied to an email, but that also is a feature. Okay, so I just want to go back to documents one more time. This is going to be, again, your main hub of all the documents that will be signed off on, contract, with the proposal. There's a supplement, which actually just goes over some guidelines of what to expect during the project. So I hope that this was helpful. You can go back to your main page, which is the Buildertrend icon, and you can see that this went away as far as the messages because you read it, so that is no longer a 1. And some upcoming selections still have 2. So this is your homework assignment. So please reach out if you have any further questions. Thank you.